for someone else, it's a different mentality when you work for yourself. And especially when I was working for someone else, I never worry about the paycheck because the
Yeah.
paycheck
Oh, I
comes
remember those days.
yeah, the paycheck come to my pocket, come to my hand. Doesn't matter whether it's raining, it's thunder, or whether there is difficulty. Okay,
Yes.
I always have my paycheck in my bank account.
Yeah.
However, when I start working for myself, every single thing I have to do it, and including as the owner to clean the toilet.
Yes. It's so glamorous, isn't it?
And also, when I first started the China direct sourcing, it was one of the probably the darkest time in my life. I
Oh,
broke
wow.
up with my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
He had an affair. So yes, I was crying.
Yeah.
At the time, I have no friends here, no family here. I just no money. I can't even afford a laptop. I end
Yeah.
up have to go to the Queen Street Mall, the public library, to register myself in a computer, 4 computer in a row, to gain 15 minutes free using time on the
Oh my God. Really?
yeah, I was very resourceful. And
Yes, I
so
love it.
then, yeah, I got 1 hour of free use of the computer to send the email at that time.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then I pay 20 cents per page to go to the internet bar next door, internet
Hmm.
cafe, to print out my proposal to the client. And I spent
Wow.
$3 to buy my client a coffee nearby and then to have a meeting.
Oh my God. This is crazy. I never knew this about you.
Yeah. So I was really resourceful, and
Yeah.
regardless whatever the situation in front of me,
Yeah.
and how challenging it was, and I say to myself, how long do I want to be crying? How long do I really want to allow myself to be sad and with
Mm.
the separation? So I say to myself, look, enough is enough. I'm going to make it. And then I decide to crack in the business, and I'm going to make more money than he does.
Yes. There's nothing like a little bit of rivalry to, spur you on.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
less than $10 a day, I can manage myself to have
Yeah.
client meeting, check the email, send in the email, print out the proposal, and secure 1 or 2 customer a day.
Oh my God, this is incredible. How did you find customers in the early days?
Well, it's through basically partnership. And it's to
Yeah.
find, who actually have the same target market, and not necessarily just doing everything by yourself. I
Mm.
was actually walking along the Queen Street Mall, and I was thinking to tell more people about my services, but I knew nobody. I have no money for the marketing. I have no one to talk to. Who should I really talk about? And but one thing I do know is I'm very good at speaking Mandarin. I can teach people
Mm.
Mandarin, and I can gain from that perspective. So I walk into a school, and language school, and I asked them, I said, how much it cost me to rent a room from them, and I
Yeah.
want to teach people about the Chinese. And so then they sent the headmaster to me. Well, I was asking for the rent, for a room for one night. Then we started the discussion. So then I said, how about if we run a culture course for your organization? They are very excited. They want to do it. So we formed a partnership, and we run,
Wow.
the Chinese culture event for their organization. And then it starts from there. And
Oh,
then I
wow.
secured probably 6 or 7 customers from the presentation.
Oh my God, this is awesome. I love it because it's like, nowadays you look at Instagram and it's all like you've got to do fancy campaigns. It's like, no, like start just reaching out to people and talking to people and creating partnerships. You don't have to have massive marketing budgets in it for it to be all shiny, shiny for it to work.
The key thing is always remember what you have and what you can give
Mm,
to people, what you can
mhm.
add value to other people. So
Yes.
whenever I have this kind of conversation, I always look at it from my partner's point of view, what
Yes.
would be good for them and what
Mhm.
they can get out of this partnership. So in a way, when I think for other people just, really, they take care of me at the same time. So I felt, that that's how partnership really works. And
Mm.
that's how I started.
I love that so much because I feel like you're so right. When you enter into a partnership, you've really got to make sure that it works for both people. If one side feels like they're doing all the work or they're not getting the outcomes, then it really isn't a partnership.
Correct. Not only that, you look at each other's strengths and then
Mm.
let your partner run their part the best. And so then, that's how I basically, took it off. And in the last, couple of years, I still use the same methodology to create a partner, to like, grow together.